preparing and maintaining your camera before and after going in water. This is the GoPro. It has a drain port. It's an excellent camera. People complain that they put their cameras in the water and they have ingress of water. This is the Osmo Action. It has a fingerprint on the screen. They complained about the lens protector being loose. The O-ring allowed water to enter, ingress water to the camera. It has a number of areas of interest, the port door and the battery area on the sides. They will show a little orange tab as you open up, and the sails. You want to maintain your cameras. So what we're going to do is show you this camera. Before I get going, I just want to show you one more thing. This is your speaker right over here, that little pinhole. On the Osmo Action 3, you need to pay attention to the two-hole speaker. If water gets in or your finger gets on there, you're going to lose the speaker sound until this thoroughly dries out. That said, let's get going and show you how to prepare your camera for water. It is very important that the doors, the battery door, the port door, as well as the lens protector are fully closed. It is important to notice any rips and tears around the wind noise reduction on the bottom, the rubber seal. If there is a hairline crack on your touchscreen on the back, as well as the front, as well as your lens. Those are the areas of interest you want to pay attention to if there are any damages to your camera, if you want to enter water. If you have a damaged touch screen with a little hairline crack, you can put on a tempered glass and that will prevent some of the water entering in. Water will find its way in. Now, I have here some silicone spray. I'm going to spray on the corner. And you can see me spraying. That is the corner. I'm going to open up my door. I see a little bit of orange. This little bit of orange should have been a lot wider and bigger in depth. I am going to open up my door. I'm going to take a brush. I'm going to clean everything of the door, around the hinge, around the sides, including where the battery and the upper hinge and over here lays. If water stays on here and you tilt your camera, water could come out, drip down, and get over the lens. Now what I do is I take a little silicone, I wipe it around, all around, everywhere. That's me. I take all the dirt off and I moisten everything. Now, I'm going to close this up by putting my thumb right over here, over the DJI. I'm going to curl my thumb over the corner and I'm going to snap this into place and listen to the snap. That snap tells me I'm 100% part 1 ready to go into the water. I'm going to now look at my port door. I'm going to see if it's open and why it's open. I'm going to take it off by putting my thumb or my index like so, and I'm going to pull away like so. It's that simple to take off. I'm going to look over here. I always leave my door off. I clean. I take a little bit of lubrication. It never hurts. And over the buttons and the side, as you can see, there is some paper left over. I'm going to take my brush again and I'm going to clean. Now everything's nice and clean. I'm going to do the same thing to the door. While I do that, I'm going to inspect the hinge, that it's not broken, the rubber seal, and the push button, as well as it opening and closing, sliding. Now there's nothing in here. I'm going to take just a little bit of spray. You don't have to be a lot, just a little bit, and clean all around. Now I'm going to take my thumb and index finger again, and I'm going to put this on the same way. Very, very simple. I want to make sure those two little orange tabs fade away. My thumb, not on the button, but right over it in the top corner. Press down, push. I didn't like that closure. Listen to it close. That is a solid close. Closed, part 2. Now the last one is the lens. You want to make sure that is tight. Now if I could take my thumb and curl like so, counterclockwise, you can see the rubber ring moving. Now if I could take my 2 index fingers and I could take this off, then that is too loose and water will get in. Now I am going to take this off and you're going to see the O-ring there. There is an O-ring, and that O-ring, that orange, must sit in. There is a seal around the lens as well that must sit in. I am going to take this, I'm going to turn it back on. I am not going to clean it because I didn't touch my lens. I leave it as is. I want to make sure this is nice and solid and tight, that it locks in, because the reason of water enters here, it goes into the sensor, and that is the end of your camera with the blurry spot forever. Now I am going to dunk my camera only upside down like so. Again, you want to inspect the wind noise reduction microphone rubber. If I didn't mention it, you want to make sure these little magnetic holes are nice and clean and everything is ready to go. We are 100% ready to go into the water. I have fresh water. If I go into salt water, I want to have myself fresh water. So say I went into salt water, then I'm going to come back and go into fresh water, and I'm going to clean my camera off. I'm going to take a cloth, I'm going to dip it in, and I'm going to start to wipe it down all together, 100%. Now, I want to show you the microphone working before I go in. You hear it sound nice and loud. I want to record for you. This is a test. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I do the next test, I'm going to say 4, 3, 2, 1. The test is over. I'm going to play it back for you. This is a test. 1, 2, 3, 4. You heard it nice and loud. My camera is on. I'm going to hit the record button. I'm going to place my camera in the water. This is a dunk. 100% in the water. There's one bubble that laid on the side over here, trying to get it out. And one bubble over here to the side. And we are 100% in the water. So no matter how long you're in the water, you can now take it out. The one thing I never mentioned is the O. The O is a color ISO sensor. It measures the adjustment. You heard the speaker. The speaker was nice and loud. So yeah, my last camera, when I dunked it in the water like so, I had a problem with the speaker. So now, we're going to listen to the speaker, turn it on and off. Beautiful. Perfect. Let's listen to it again. You notice how low the speaker was. In and out of water, there is water against the membrane of the speaker, and we have an issue. So here we go. I am on video, and I do apologize. 4, 3, 2, 1, the test is over. Now let's go and listen to that particular sound. 4, 3, 2, 1, the test is over. Now let's... Okay, so we are going to take the water away. We are now going to clean our camera off. If we went in salt water, we want to have fresh water. Put it on the towel, and you're going to now wipe your camera clean with the towel. You don't want to wipe the lens with this towel. You want to get yourself a microcloth, and you want to now clean your lens. You could lay it down like so. I have here is a blower. I am going to now clean my speaker out. I am now clean. I'm going to turn my camera on. I'm going to play my last video back.
4, 3, 2, 1, the test is over. Now let's...
And I'm 100% working. Now, you don't need to have a blower, but a blower is good to get all the water out for the reason of, if you need to ever get into the battery door and when you open it up, there's no water laying in here, on the sides, over here, all over. As you can see, it's nice, spot and dry. And as you can see, when I blew over here, there was one drop of water that came out that caused the speaker to be unusable. I cleaned it all up, and now I'm ready to go about going out and about above water. The next time I am ready to go into the water, I'm going to have to repeat again. Step 1, the battery door. Step 2, the port door. Step 3, the lens cover. Step 4, inspect the wind noise reduction area and all over the cameras. That is the way you prepare for water and maintain. Now, you can take, again, once in a while, a little bit of spray, as you can see I'm putting on, and you could clean your rubber off. This way, water will repel off a lot faster and everything will be protected. If you get this on the lens, do not worry. You can wipe it off. Silicone is a waterproof base and will help repel water if asked. But if you're going to put on tempered glass, you want to use alcohol, and the alcohol will come off and clean everything off. Old-fashioned vinegar and water will clean everything out. So there you have it. I hope this video was somewhat helpful to you. If you need to clean and brush at the same time, this little product does have that little brush that you could clean and brush all at the same time. I hope this video was at least a little helpful to you. Enjoy your DJI Osmo Action in and out of the water.